In this video, we're gonna be featuring the best text-to-speech option on the internet, and that is Natural Reader. This program allows users to upload PDFs and Word documents to have them read aloud. Natural Reader has some of the most powerful AI voices on the internet today. They have some brand new features that can assist with studying complex materials. Things like highlighting, annotation, downloading MP3 files, and a variety of other options to engage with the content. They even will let you chat with the PDF via ChatGPT. Welcome to the Accessibility Guide channel. My name is Sean Jordison, and let's jump right in. The first thing I want to do is go to naturalreaders.com and make sure I am signed into my account. And I am right now. What I can do is go into the library, and I'm going to drag my PDF into the Natural Reader library. I then let go of my mouse, and I have a visual display of my PDF. Now, this particular PDF is 117 pages. Now, if I wanted to begin reading, I could simply select some of the text.
PDF Accessibility, Session 1.
And it will begin reading for me. Additionally, I have the closed caption option open right now, so the bottom of my screen is actually playing out the captions. Let's continue. I'm going to select the next slide.
About Sean Jordison, MS degree in Assistive Technology and Human Services, 5 years, as an alternate media specialist, 4 years, as tenured.
Now, what's interesting about this is if we don't have punctuation in our document, as this is a PowerPoint slide presentation, the text-to-speech technology is simply going to read on to the next sentence, kind of sounding like a run-on sentence. But that's okay, because this is a presentation, not so much a textbook or something like that. Let's read another bullet, but this time I'm gonna use they have a ton of different voices that you can choose from within their platform. I mean, we're talking a ton of voices, and they're really cool. Let's try out Jane.
MS degree in Assistive Technology and Human Services, 5 years, as an alternate media specialist.
Now, if we wanted to speed it up, you can actually select the speed here. And it's funny, the default is selected to 180 words per minute. I actually learned years ago that this is like the standard reading speed of somebody who's talking when they are giving a lecture. Now, we can make it faster if we wanted to, or slow it down a little bit. Let's slow it down to a little bit more to my pace. And then I'm going to change the voice again. And let's try out Andrew AI.
MS degree in Assistive Technology and Human Services, 5 years, as an alternate media specialist.
Now, the perk of this slowing down is that if I was a student with a cognitive disability, I could slow down that reading speed, and with the closed captioning up, it's also providing visual tracking, which is going to enhance my learning experience. Studies have shown that audio and visual stimulation at the same time will increase retention. So Natural Reader is a great tool for people looking to have their text read aloud. Let's bump our speed back up to where it was. Also, you can make it a lot faster if you wanted to. We could go chipmunk speed if we wanted to. Let's try 425 words per minute.
MS degree in Assistive Technology and Human Services, 5 years, as an alternate media specialist, 4 years, as tenured faculty teaching students with Santa Monica College, 4 years, as a trainer and teacher in the area.
But what's interesting is people who are actually visually impaired can sometimes listen to it at that really high rate of speed. Let's see what other features we have in here. It looks like I have a highlighter option. Let's go up to slide 1.
MS degree in Assistive Technology and Human Services, 5 years.
I see. And if I grab my text on here, am I able to highlight it? That's awesome. I could select my highlight and add a note by simply selecting the Add Note button. We also have comments in here. Hello, world. Wow, so this might possibly be used as a note-taking tool also. Now, what's interesting about that is all the highlights appear to show up in one window of annotations. What else can we do? We could zoom in. We have the highlighting function. Oh, that's cool. We can choose where we want it to skip text. We can have it skip text of URLs. We can have it skip text of superscripts or subscripts, or of vertical directions. Very interesting. We can also choose the margins of the actual PDF. So if we did have a textbook from a publishing company, in theory, we could reduce our margins down and it would be able to cut any annoying crop marks. This is very powerful because that means we can spend less time editing our PDFs prior to putting them into Natural Reader. Interesting, we also have an AI filter. We can filter out text in a graph or figure, filter out the text of a table. Interesting. Very, very interesting of those features that we can do. Let's select the hot dog style menu in the top right corner, and we have a whole bunch of different features available. We have the ability to download this document as an MP3 file. Let's go ahead and give that a shot right now. We're gonna take page 1 and let's just do 5 pages. Let's take our words per minute way down, back down to like 160. I actually need to adjust it in the player first. So let's take this down to 170. Hot dog menu, MP3, and let's do page 1 to 5 as an MP3 player and select download. Now it will save it in our audio library, or we should be able to listen to it right here, or just download. Let's just download the MP3 file.
PDF Accessibility Session by Sean Jordison.
Wow, that sounds really nice. So we have an MP3 file of pages 1 through 5 that I was able to just download as an MP3 on the fly. What else can we do? We can do finding, we can add bookmarks, we can ask AI, ask me questions about your file. All right, I gotta try this. This is the Ask AI beta. It's analyzing. I'm gonna say, what are the key takeaways? And it's powered by ChatGPT. That's cool. We can adjust our font size settings, display dyslexia font, and add line spacing. That is so powerful. All right, I asked the question, and what was its response? It said the key takeaways. You know, I'd be really impressed if it could read that aloud.
MS degree.
All right, well, we're getting there. Understanding accessibility requirements, recognizing the PDF accessibility requirements. Yeah, this is pretty spot on here. Oh, I was misspoken. There is a spot to have this read aloud at the very bottom.
The key takeaways from the workshop. 1. Understanding accessibility. Recognize the Adobe PDF accessibility requirements.
Wow, that's very powerful. We can also copy and paste the text right out. And we can ask it additional follow-up questions. Very, very cool. What else can we do? We have a timer. What does that mean? Oh, interesting. So this is great for people with ADHD. We can set the timer and you can just sit back and actually have it read. So if I set a timer for like just 1 minute of reading or even 10 minutes of a solid block, I bet I could get through the majority of this document. This is a really cool feature. I really like that. We can pause the timer. Amazing. Let's keep going. We have pronunciation. We can share this file. Interesting. We can download it as a PDF. We can scan to text. We can view the annotations. Ooh, what about a table of contents? Wow, this is nice. There's a built-in table of contents. So we have our thumbnails and then our table of contents where we can actually see a list of the slide titles. I'm gonna select it. Wow, and it jumps me right to that content. Pretty amazing. Let's select the arrows again. We have dark mode. There's more settings. We can adjust our hotkeys. We've got auto scrolling set to on. We can change our text highlight. Ooh, I love this. We can change it to sentence only for our text on highlight. This is very powerful for students with learning disabilities, as you can control how much content is going to be consumed at one time with our settings on speed, voice, and our natural on-screen reader, which is highlighting the text while it reads aloud. This tool is very, very powerful. If you want to check out Natural Reader, there is a link in the description below this video. And if you want to find out how I can help you get accessible, there's a link for that too. And as always, I can be your champion for inclusion. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.